What's up, Bulls Nation, and welcome into CHGO Bulls Pregame, presented by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up to live your bet life. I'm Matt Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. This is my pal Big Dave. Follow him on Twitter at BAWL Sports. We are at CHGO_Bulls. Our pal Will Gottlieb will be joining us remote for postgame tonight, Dave.
From where?
From the Madhouse on Madison, just a little ways west down the street from our studios here in West Loop.
Boys coming up, man.
Tier 1 Gottlieb is the man's name.
We're so proud. Don't let him give me any crap about the ponytail.
Credentialed.
So proud of him.
Can't wait to hear from Will for post-game thoughts. Our producers, Joey and Clark, hanging out with us. We got the Blackhawks crew hanging out with us tonight. Blackhawks puck has already dropped. Tune in for Blackhawks postgame as well as Bulls postgame.
Hey, Jason Wassey's daughter.
There's so many cool things going on tonight, y'all. I feel like it's the weekend already. It's Thursday, but I'm like, dude, there's so much fun stuff going on.
It is some fun stuff.
There's only one problem, though. Big Dave's sitting in the wrong chair, and he's upset about it.
I am not happy about it at all. I'm really not. I don't like this. I'm not feeling it, man. That chair over here, you can't see it. It's off camera, but that one over there has got the cushion for the pushing.
That's the chair.
And that's the one right there that I need to be on, baby.
Can I buy you some cereal?
But hey, I'm a team player. We're going to rock on and we're going to continue on because the Bulls got a big game tonight, and that feels fun to say because every game from here on out is about to be a big game.
Every game from here on out is a playoff game.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's look at the most recent Eastern Conference standings updated after last night's action. We've already got some action underway. The Sixers are playing right now. The Cavs play later tonight against Atlanta. That's a huge game.
Colossal.
You know, Atlanta trying to cement their place in the play-in tourney.
Right.
The Cavs also still in that 7th spot in the play-in tourney. The Bulls right there, still in 5th with a tiebreaker over the Raptors. The Cavs 2 games back. So here's basically the scenario for the Bulls right now, Dave.
Okay.
They can control their own destiny by winning 3 of their final 6.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what the Cavs do. If the Bulls win 3 of their final 6, they clinch at least the 6th seed.
3.
If the Bulls only win 2 of their final 6, the Cavs would need to go 5-1 over their final 6 to leapfrog the Bulls. Because not only do the Bulls have those 2 games up with 6 to go, they have the tiebreaker. Beating the Cavs last week, so crucial.
Colossal and huge. It feels good just not to have a tiebreaker over them, but to also have it over the Toronto Raptors,
right?
Who just look like a mean team. Who have looked like one all season. Let's be real about it. But it just feels good that they can control their own destiny and have some help on top of that. Feels good for the Chicago Bulls to have that. But, yeah, 3 games. And we don't have to worry about it no more. It would feel good, and we can start doing that tonight.
Just win 3 of these last 6, man.
Sounds
I feel
simple,
like it's not that much to ask.
Yeah.
But then you look at the schedule and you're like, oh, maybe it is that much to ask because you got to play the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Heat still.
Yeah.
Not to mention the T-Wolves, who are a playoff-bound team out west. You got to play Charlotte. They're fighting for their lives in the East play-in right now.
They are.
You know, this is not. Oh, and then tonight. You know what we got on deck for supper is the return of Paul George and the LA Clippers, who are, in their own right, headed towards the play-in tourney out west.
Yes.
A couple of injury updates for tonight's game. When it comes to the Clips, Nicholas Batum and Marcus Morris Sr. both listed as questionable coming into this game. I just saw from a Clips beat reporter they are active and both will play tonight. So no breaks for the Bulls there. However, still no Norman Powell for the Clips, and still obviously no Kawhi Leonard. Also, Brandon Boston, who's occasionally done some decent things for them off the bench this season, is out with a non-COVID illness. Meanwhile, for the Bulls, it's a Lonzo Ball update, Dave.
Hey.
That's not really much of an update.
Oh.
Weren't you so excited when you saw it? You're like, oh, Lonzo Ball, here we go.
I was just waiting to hear Lonzo Ball news. All day long, I was like, just give me some Lonzo Ball news. And they were like, we're going to give you some news. There's no news. It's just the normal stuff. Hey, we're going to ramp him up. We're going to see what he looks like tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day, Bulls fans, that we really, truly figure out what's going on with Lonzo Ball and if he's going to be back anytime soon. Because I think, let me ask, because let me err on the side of positive since everybody errs on the side of negative. If Lonzo Ball if the bone bruise is fine, if he's feeling good, when do you anticipate the Bulls put him back in? Is it like ASAP or is it a game or 2 or what?
I'm not going to speculate because they asked Billy Donovan that question during their pregame media availability, and his answer was, So, heck if I know. I have no idea what the plan is going to be.
Bye,
Good night,
Lawrence.
Bye, Lawrence. So
be good.
I mean, what Billy said, some of the things he said in pregame is that they are, quote, starting the ramp up process.
Yes.
So that, maybe that was partially happening today, certainly tomorrow. And repeating that ramp-up process from before they shut him down for this 10 days of rest.
Yes.
He also said something along the lines of that they won't go 0 to 60 with Lonzo, but that they will see how he responds in the ramp-up. The Bulls have 6 games left before the playoffs, Dave. At this point, I don't know how long this ramp-up will take, but if it's not 0 to 60 and it's gradual steps, if it's baby steps, you're hoping optimistically that maybe he gets – a game or two in the regular season, assuming nothing goes wrong.
Right. That's the assumption I'm under, that he would at least get the last 2 games. Because, again, this is best case scenario. Everything goes right. I'm assuming he comes in and gets at least 2 games in, and then they get that week off, which gives him a little more time to heal and a little more time to feel better. So I think that's why it's important when he ramps up, if he's feeling right, to get him in at least for a couple games. And then you can shut him down for a week and shut everybody down pretty much for a week. Because let's be real, everybody on the Bulls needs a rest.
And that's the other thing that makes avoiding that play-in so critical.
Yeah, man.
Not only does it give Lonzo Ball an extra week, assuming that the Bulls stay at 6th, if not 5th, of rest, you get Zach LaVine a week of rest.
Yes.
You get 32-year-old DeMar DeRozan a week of rest.
Yes.
You get Alex Caruso and his ailing back a week of rest.
Backiotomy.
Please. Please just stay at 6th. Please, at least.
It feels good, and it's looking good, though. I like the way it's looking now. Like, the 2 games over Cleveland, basically 3 games over Cleveland, are just really, 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 really huge. And it makes you comfortable with what's going on with Toronto. Because whether you flip-flop with the 5 or the 6, either one, you're just like, I want a ticket to the party.
Right, exactly. And at this point, 5th and 6th, no difference.
No.
So I'm writing about this in my pecking order column that'll drop tomorrow. Check it out. Subscribe to CHGO. Get your membership. Get access. And I talk in that column about how 5th and 6th does not matter anymore because you're going to play one of those top 4 teams.
Right.
It's just a matter of how those top 4 teams balance out.
Exactly.
And we don't know how that will go down right now, and we won't know how it'll go down maybe until like the final day of the season.
Seriously, man.
So tonight's action, like I said, we got the Sixers playing Detroit. That's probably going to be a win for Philly, although it is a 1-point game early in the second quarter.
Detroit's tough.
We got Bucks and Nets that just tipped off midway through the first quarter in that one.
Fun.
That's a big game.
Yes, it is.
As I said, Cavs and Hawks tonight. But as of right now, it's Miami that reclaimed the top seed because they got that big, impressive road win in Boston last night.
Very impressive win.
Milwaukee in 2, a game behind Miami, and Philly and Boston tied in the 3-4 with Philly having played 2 fewer games, 46 and 29 compared to Boston's 47 and 30. Yeah. You're going to play one of those teams. Assuming you finish 5th or 6th, you're going to play one of those teams, but you can't control that part of your destiny.
No, and I don't care about that part of the destiny. You know, my concern is getting there. That's all I want. I just want to get there. Again, Matt and I had them at the 6th seed, and we continue to say if everything goes right and looks good for the Bulls, they're a 3rd seed, at least the top 3 seed. Well, we saw both sides of that, right? We saw them everything going right. We saw them looking well. We saw all the goodness and how good that felt. And then we saw the reality of what we thought we were going to see so far, and that's what we're in right now. But both of those ended with the Chicago Bulls in the playoffs. And that's the whole key of this right now. I don't care who we play. I truly do not care who the Chicago Bulls play. Of course, you have your preferences, who you want them to go in
I don't
against.
care who we play, what seed we are.
Wait, what's going on?
Home or away, as long as you love me.
Oh, God. Can I just say that Joey does look like somebody off of 98 Degrees?
Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't he look like that?
He's for sure best friends with Nick Lachey.
Yes, man.
Like, without a doubt.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it as a compliment.
It means you look like you're in a boy band.
Oh, my God.
That's what
Tell me you're old enough to know who Backstreet Boys are, Joey.
Yeah, I know Backstreet Boys.
Okay, thank God.
I don't know 98 Degrees.
Yeah, they were the side
so
piece.
late 90s into the very early 2000s show, you got NSYNC and you got Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Beneath them with like a hit or two.
There they go.
Was 98 degrees.
Yeah, and trust me, you've missed nothing.
The boy band that brought us Nick Lachey, who then had a celebrity marriage to Jessica Simpson.
This is true. You want to add to this, Jake?
I'll take it.
O-Town.
Oh.
We'll take that.
All for one. Wow. And I swear. Oh, he threw an all for one in there. O-Town I can't accept. O-Town is a manufactured MTV band. I don't know if I can accept O-Town, Jake. I can't take that one, man. See, he missed a great era, though, of boy band music. Like, it was a terrible era of music.
Before my time. Before my time.
Before your time. And trust me, you missed nothing, but you missed something.
I'll take it. They look cool.
You understand what I'm saying? You missed nothing, but you missed something.
Oh,
look cool.
missed something.
You missed something.
Shout out to Bullseye Insight in the comments saying Backstreet's back for life.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Bullseye Insight was also wondering what jersey you're wearing, Peck.
Oh, it is Zach LaVine, number 8. There you go. Of this year's City Edition. Because guess what jersey they're wearing tonight?
Tell 'em.
At the Madhouse.
Tell 'em.
This kind.
Right there.
And I also wore it to encourage Zach to have a bounce back game. We're going to talk about that a little later on in our pregame show here.
You like Zach's outfit today coming into
No.
the game?
The man was wearing pants that had something on them resembling pineapples or off-colored strawberries.
I am confused on that.
I don't know what they are, and it concerned me.
I don't know, but they looked expensive.
They
look
like
comfortable
those pants
and
better have been
expensive.
expensive,
Yes.
given how ugly they are. Zach, I love you, buddy, but those pants are hideous upon hideous, like seventh circle of hell. Hideous.
He going in on that. You know, Peck is all about the fashion.
Have you also noticed that Zach has done this thing recently with whatever like overlayer he's rocking, a light coat? He'll like button the top and then leave the rest of the buttons unbuttoned.
Coming in flavorful then.
I guess.
Yeah,
I'd
man.
like that was a look for a while.
It's a look.
Back in the day.
It's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it too hard, but it's a whole thing. Trust me. It's a thing. But yeah, man, I notice he's doing that now. Hey, man, everything comes back around, man. You know, nothing ever dies, man. Everything comes back around. Like boy bands for Joey. They're going to be back soon. Don't worry about it, man, because Backstreet's back. So, you know, boy bands will be back too, man.
Bull Don't Lie saying unpopular opinion, them jerseys basic. I assume you're referring to these. You're right. That is an unpopular opinion. You know why it's an unpopular opinion? Because it's a wrong one. It's a dumb one. It's a bad one. These jerseys, they might be clean. They might be simple.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing as basic.
Yeah, what else do you want? Like, you don't want too much busy stuff, you know, like the Miami Heat jersey that they have, man. Where everything just looks great. Look at that. I just made Joey throw up in his mouth a little bit.
The
Like,
ones
you
that
don't
look
want
like
that.
ransom notes?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Like, dear person, we have your loved one.
Jimmy Butler has your daughter locked in a
Send us
cage.
$50 in nickels and dimes. We want it now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
There's also so many beautiful, like subtle nods and nuances to previous
Yes.
eras of Bulls basketball in
Yes.
these jerseys. Not just the Chicago cursive from the 80s, but the black and white trim on the sides.
Correct.
That's late 60s, early 70s Bulls
There
jersey
are.
stuff. These numbers,
That's the 70s.
boom.
I love it, man. And also the shorts.
Some of y'all take a Bulls history class, please,
Yes.
before you make an opinion about a jersey you know nothing about.
You know what's interesting is I love the shorts on it. Usually I don't even think about the shorts.
They're
but
great.
The shorts also have so much detail on them. You know, the nod to that 96 team, you know, with the pinstripes on the side and everything. I'm loving what they're doing with that, man. Like, yeah. Nah, bro, these are nice. You should get you
AK saying that jersey reminds me of Jordan dunking in a gold chain.
Oh,
Yes.
2 chains,
Bingo.
sir. 2 of them things. 2 chains on his neck, baby. Just
he did say
flipping.
gold chains. Yes,
Yeah, oh, you had the S in there?
Plural.
Okay, all right. I'll allow it.
AK knows what's up.
Oh, he had the herringbones, baby. Yes, sir. He was clean, boy. Oh, with
Bull Don't
hair.
Lie said, "Give me the blues from 2020." Like
Yes!
the
Yes!
turquoise
Yes!
with the big bull on.
Yes!
Those were the worst ones
Those are
that
the
they've
best.
made.
Those are the best, and you
We
know
don't
it.
have time for
Oh,
this
we got
conversation.
time for this. They are awesome and amazing, damn it.
They're hideous.
I'm telling you, they're amazing and they're awesome, man. I love you, human being.
Right.
This is an awesome thing.
It's like, hey, what if a kid went to a carnival and did the whirly whirl after eating a blue cotton candy and then puked everywhere, but they made it a basketball jersey?
So, wait, you went to a carnival and you had some cotton candy, and how is this a bad thing? That sounds amazing.
Because you puked everywhere.
Yeah, because you had too much fun. You eat a bunch of cotton candy and you
Those
had
blue
fun
jerseys are
and you puke. That's a good thing.
hideous.
Completely disagree.
Cream City is still number 1. Cream City. I know Matt loves the Cream City jersey.
We definitely don't have time to talk about the Bucks in this pregame show. We'll worry about them when we face them again.
Oh, they love
a little
that,
ways
man.
down the road.
Oh,
Hi, Bucks fans.
hi guys.
All right, so moving along, big day. Actually, you know what? Before we move along,
Okay.
tell the people about the fun at PointsBet.
Oh, this one goes out to Jake right here, man. Oh, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use that code CHGO when you sign up. And if you do that right now, you'll get two risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. No. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a free CHGO membership that unlocks all that web content. And that's not all. You'll get yourself a free t-shirt of your choice from that CHGO Locker. That's 2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, a free t-shirt, all from that CHGO Locker, and that's all for just making a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. That's easy, ain't it? I think that's simple. You should do that. And also, introducing PointsBet's new feature, that live college basketball same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live same-game parlay, and you can do that only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game, and if you want more,
because we know you do,
you can also boost your live same-game parlays. You can watch live, parlay live, boost live, and party live with PointsBet. And now, all the people in Illinois, I'm looking at you. You ain't got to go outside. I don't know what the weather is going on out there, all right? At first it was snow, then it was rain, and then I saw sun, and then I saw nothing. It was darkness and sadness.
I'm pretty sure there's just goblins falling from the sky.
I swear that's what I saw, man. It was like Spider-Man. It was sad. Oh, my God. But guess what? You ain't got to go deal with it. You can download that PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. Plus, during PointsBet Match Madness, all users can earn up to $100 in free bets each round. Just place a $50 pregame wager and get a free $5, $10, $15, $20 live bet to be used for that round. So what are you waiting for? Because once the game starts, you don't just bet. What you do, Matt Peck?
You live your bet life.
Hit me one time, Jay.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Oh, that was beautiful. That
on
was
the
well
longer
done.
side, but we have time.
That was beautiful, man. That was the best one. Timing-wise, that was flawless.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't
Glad
bad.
you were here for that, Coach. I'm glad you were here for that, man. That was awesome.
All right, Dave, you know this trend recently about me abstaining from same-game parlays of Bulls games because when I don't make bets, they win.
That's why I'm holding the bat, Matt.
I made a same-game parlay tonight because PointsBet is fun and because you can't live in fear. So here it is. I got a 4-leg parlay for you tonight. Bulls
scared.
Clippers.
I'm so scared.
I'm taking the Bulls to cover -2.5 in just the first quarter.
Okay.
Shout out to our pal Cody from CHGO Bets on that one.
Cody.
He pointed out earlier today, and wisely so, Bulls have been getting out to much better starts in first quarters recently.
That's true.
Whereas the Clippers are like, hey, we'll give our opponents a 20-point lead,
Right.
and then we'll worry about coming back.
That's very true.
So I like Bulls -2.5 out of the gate, especially they're back at home. They got to be jazzed and amped to be playing at home in front of the Bulls fans at the UC tonight.
Will Gottlieb's
Give me the
there.
Bulls 2.5 first quarter. I'm taking Zach over 22.5. Bounce back game. Again, we'll talk about that in a minute. Zach LaVine over 2.5 made threes. Bounce back game. Hit 6 threes against the Clippers when they played them back in
of them
November.
things?
6 of them things.
6 of them
And the
things.
fourth and final leg of this parlay, give me Vooch over 2.5 dimes. What have we been
Ooh.
talking about? Offense flowing better and working better when it goes through Vooch.
Vooch.
Bulls 18-9 this season when Vooch has 4 or more assists. I'm taking the over on just 2.5. There it is. 750 odds. I used that PointsBet Daily Booster to bump that up to plus 835.
Ooh, and you boosted?
Boosted.
Oh, that is awesome. I can't be mad. I wanna be-
Boosted.
Like I want, like I want to be mad.
I'm so
at you.
ready for this tip-off,
Oh my
man.
God, I want to be upset. That's why I'm clenching the bat here, but I can't be because you use PointsBet, and usually you're parlay pack, so it's
Right.
hard. It's hard.
We're gonna turn this trend around.
We're gonna turn it around, ladies and gentlemen.
And it starts today.
Oh, see, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't do that.
All right, so Paul George, big
Paul
story
George,
tonight.
PG.
Missed 3 months, and you see what he did the last time the Bulls and Clips faced off all the way back in November.
Yeah.
It wasn't an efficient night for Paul George. He did manage 27 points, but look at the shooting numbers: 7 of 25, just 2 of 10 from downtown.
Tough.
And then his first game back after that 3 months absence was Tuesday night this week against Utah. 34 on 10 of 20 and 6 of 9 from downtown. Also getting it done on the defensive end with 4 steals. I am a little bit scared right now, Dave.
I understand your concerns, sir. Let me look at that first game first here. So, because I remember that game vividly, because that was right after they played the Lakers, and when they beat the Lakers handily, and they went in and didn't really change stadiums, went to the same one and went up against those Clippers, man, and handled that too. And Paul George is the best player on there, and they played really excellent defense. I thought they did a great job switching on him. Caruso and Lonzo Ball. And Ayo got a little time on him, not too much, but I thought they did a good job with frustrating him because he picked up a tech in that game too because he didn't think he was getting those foul calls. But, yeah, I liked how they frustrated him. But, man, yesterday, oh, my goodness. He came back looking just smooth as ever, man.
Yikes.
And what was so interesting is you don't expect that from a guy coming back after that long of a layoff. You know, you expect them to bring him along slow, take their time with him and things like that. Nope. They were like, nope, you're getting out there and you're going to play. And not only did he play, I mean, he produced, man. That third quarter he had was nasty.
Well, he put up 20 points in the quarter.
It was so stupid. It was so dumb,
After
man.
missing 3 months.
It was so dumb. It was like you're silly. You're so silly. But man, dude, it was. I was happy for him. You know, you don't want to see a guy that good,
right?
You know, be out that long and be able to come back from that injury and just really pick up where he left off, man. And you don't really see that often. Guys need some time. And he was on a minutes restriction until that comeback started kicking in. They saw that he was hot and feeling good about it. So hopefully he has some lag, you know what I'm saying, and it catches up to him tonight because I'd like to see him play like he did the Bulls the first time instead of what he did last game.
And speaking of those comebacks, you wanted to touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
Came back from down 25 against the Jazz last night. Now, to the Jazz's credit, they've been coughing up big leads all season long. So it's not like the Clippers did anything new to them.
True.
But the Clippers have been making these insane comebacks all season long. Like, I think there have been 20 games where somebody has overcome a 25-plus point deficit this season to come back to win. The Clips have 5 of them.
And it's crazy. And even on top of that, Matt, 3 of them are 25 or more.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's bonkers.
It's so insane. They have 13 comeback victories this season. 13. That's a lot, all right? And like you stated, like that last game, that 25-point comeback against the Jazz. But also this year, they have the second largest comeback in NBA history. They came back from 35 down against the team the Bulls just beat, the Wizards.
That sounds like a double loss for the Wizards.
Oh, see, that's 2, Matt. Nope. Stop the show. That's 2. That's 2. See, I'll let you get 1. There you go. Get you 1. Thank you.
Thanks, Joey.
All right. Everybody's good now? All right.
Thanks for what?
All right.
What are you thanking me for? I don't remember.
No. Oh, man. I think we pointed that at the wrong person. It's being reflected in hit Joey, too. Oh, no. But, yeah, man, those comebacks are amazing. They have, like I said, 13 comeback victories this season. But it's not just the 13 comebacks. It's the amount that's getting me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the 20-plus, like you said, the 5-20-plus, the 3-25-plus. How do you have a 35-point comeback under your belt? That is insane. And it's not like you're like, oh, they're only doing this at home. No, the Washington one was on the road. Like, they're doing this on the road, man, and they're doing this at home. So it's something you have to worry about because the Bulls, as Cody mentioned also, are getting off to those hot starts, you know? So it worries me that they get off to this hot start. They go up by 20. They're at home. So, you know, the crowd is going to be into it. You know, everybody's going to be feeling it. And I just don't want them to relax and take that foot off the gas because that's kind of what they like. You know, they're playing better from behind. So not only is their offense doing well, it's their defense too. Because to get that, you can't not just going shot for shot with teams. You're clamping it up. You're ramping it up to be a better defensive team also in those comebacks, man. So shout out to Ty Lue for all the things that he's doing for that team as well. But hopefully that doesn't happen here tonight. Hopefully we get that big lead and we can maintain
Hopefully the
it.
Bulls just play with the lead all night.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's just maintain it. You know what I mean?
You know, the Bulls have had some impressive comebacks in their own right this season, but it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Just play well out of the gate and play with a lead. AK said, referring to Paul George's game on Tuesday, you know, MJ had 55 at the Garden in his return. Okay, to be fair, that was MJ's 6th or 7th game back.
Real, right.
His first game back was at Market Square Arena in Indiana, and he was like 3 for 17.
Yeah, like 19 points.
Right, like he had a poop game
in
his first game back.
Yeah, I mean, next game you hit a game winner, but he's
Paul George hasn't been playing baseball for the Barons for the last year and a half, but I mean, a little bit of perspective. So
202 hitter.
We'll probably see some Alex Caruso on Paul George tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And Caruso was talking during a morning shoot around about that assignment and trying to slow down Paul George, saying, I can do as much homework and due diligence as I want, but at the end of the day, I got to go out there and compete with him. And hopefully some other guys will help me out. I love the little subtle nod to Caruso's teammates at the end of that comment, being like, I'm not the only one who's allowed to play spirited defense, you guys.
I think that's what got me the most on that, because honestly, it felt like a dig to me. You know what I'm saying? It felt like, I need some help here, guys. Anybody?
Bueller?
Need the info. Like, he needed some help out there, man. And hopefully that's the case, because he's kind of been the tone setter in the first half of the season for why the team not only was playing so well defensively, but the effort they were putting forth as well. Because, of course, he was diving for loose balls, doing all these things like that. I don't know what has transpired. There's been a lot of wild things that transpired since that All-Star break as far as their effort is concerned. But I like that he said that, because that's kind of alluding to that right there. Like, I'm out there, busting my ass, guys. I got a bad bacchiotomy out here. And, I got a hurt wrist. Like, I'm going to need some help. Somebody's got to come help me out, because Paul George is elite, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be an issue, guarding him one-on-one. Hopefully, like he said, he can get some help from some other guys, just taking a little bit off of him like that, man. You want Ayo to be a little bit better out there. Right. I'm not saying Kobe is going to be the world beater, but hopefully he can take some time, off of him like that. You want Zach LaVine just to have one just nice stretch, you know what I'm saying, against him and things like that.
Right.
That's kind of what he means by help, just giving him a breather. The same way you would do it on the offensive end. When you would give a guy a breather and things like the same way you would want to do it for Caruso.
Right, yeah. It's going to be a team effort to try and slow down PG, because he looked good the other night.
Nice.
We got people in the comments talking about, getting amped for another solid Vooch game. Please.
I like it.
Are Dave and I starting to get a few more people on Leave Vooch Alone Island? Because we've been here the whole freaking season, y'all. Y'all starting to see what this dude means to this team. Somebody in the comments, Bobby, said, did Vooch go off the last time we played the Clippers? No. If you recall, this was part of the West Coast trip where Vooch was like one of the first Bulls to get the Omicron and was out, and we had to start Tony Bradley.
Yeah.
And then we all had a good chuckle when all you Vooch haters got to see what it was like when Tony Bradley was this team's starting center.
Yeah.
Fresh reminder, didn't go well.
Didn't go well, guys.
Didn't go well.
Remember we kept saying that? Like, guys, you don't want to see the alternative. You don't want to open that door. Yeah, I do want to open the door because I don't want Vooch. Well, go open the door. Oh, my God, he just bit my face off with terribleness and sadness.
Did we just get the Big Dave Bulls fan voice
It
back?
came out. Yeah, it came out, man, because it's pregame. I'm getting it out now because it's pregame, baby, because when the game starts, I'm going to live my bet life.
We do have a few more minutes real quick before the game starts. We mentioned it. Zach LaVine needs a bounce back game tonight. So he played on the second night of a back-to-back against the Wizards and had a very un-Zach night.
True.
14 points on just 10 shots.
Yeah.
4 boards, 1 assist in 34 minutes. He played 34 minutes and took 10 shots. And in some of these nights we've seen from Zach recently where he's kind of picking and choosing his spots, maybe not pushing himself too hard with this knee that's bothering him.
Right.
On the nights where you see his point total low, you see 7 or 8 or even 9 assists.
Right.
He didn't do anything in that Wizards game. And are we saying maybe it's just because second night of a back-to-back, thinking, hey, I don't have to assert myself too much. It's the Wizards. We can get a dub. I'm going to save myself for this Clips game, because he put in 29 when the Bulls played the Clips back in November.
No, I'll say he did one thing, and that was he hit a colossal, huge three-pointer in that fourth quarter.
That was a huge three.
It was really big, and he looked normal shooting it. He was like, hey, I haven't been able to do this in a long while.
Right.
It felt right. But you're right. Like I kind of expected him to kind of have that game. Just like you said, a back-to-back dealing with the knee. I thought he was going to chill a little bit, and he did. And what's great is his teammates allowed him to have that kind of game. That's what's very important. So Zach is always the kind of guy who will pay it back.
Right.
When you guys look out for him, he's going to look out for you.
The other thing that I want to see from Zach tonight, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, like who other than Caruso might be able to slow down Paul George tonight, and it being a team effort, I want to see a locked-in and engaged Zach on defense tonight. I mean,
engage.
Get yourself engaged on the defensive end, Zach. We've seen some of the typical Zach lapses getting completely blown by on backdoor cuts, not paying attention, getting lost on switches.
Yeah.
We have seen that Zach is capable of not being a superb defender in this league, but a passable defender in this league when he is engaged and locked in. Let me see that Zach tonight, in addition to hopefully having a bounce back night. Because again, that parlay, I'm taking above 2.5 threes and above 22.5 points for Zach tonight. Go get it done, Mr. Levine. I'm repping you tonight, sir.
Yeah,
I'm repping you.
That was all. Some of that, not all of it, but some of that was for points bet.
Bingo.
Not all of it. Some.
All right. We have reached the 7 o'clock hour here in Chicago, down the street from the UC. You know what that means.
Game time?
Game time. What time is it?
Game time?
Enjoy Bulls clips. Hopefully, we're right back here talking about a W.
Yeah.
See you right here, CHGO Sports YouTube channel.
New seat,
for our post-game show. We'll hear from Will Gottlieb, who will join us
Hey,
from the
UC,
Madhouse.
baby.
That's Big Dave. I'm Matt. See Red. Be good.